Being yourself. Being your true self will give you more satisfaction than faking somebody else's because you want to feel the expectations. Being yourself means that sometimes you have to feel frustrated with what is happening, with the things that you're experiencing, with the people who are around you, because they don't want to accept who you really are. But amongst the mist, amongst the bitterness of the moment, being yourself is also going to pay you back a lot better than faking yourself to fit in society, to fit in your family, to be, that person that you think you should be, because social media is bombarding you with a lot of you need to have money, or a lot of you need to have this type of job, or a lot of you need to have this type of level of success in order to be accepted in our society. Being yourself is like a cup of water when you're feeling thirsty, because you don't have to fake being yourself, because you already are yourself. So what I'm doing here is calling you out, is empowering you through these words of reflection, because being yourself is the only thing that you have in this world as a homework. It's the only thing that is gonna give you the next level when you wanna be. It's the only thing that is gonna call the attention of the people who need to be around you. Being yourself is a blessing, regardless of your background, regardless of what you do, regardless of what you are experiencing, regardless of where you live in, regardless of your color, of your skin, of your eyes, of your, you name it, of your head. Just be yourself no matter what, because this is for sure the task that you've been given in this earth. So whenever people or a person comes to you disappointed because you're not the person that they wanted you to be, just look at them and say, I am being myself and I am enough. This is who I need to be. I'm encouraging you to continue to be yourself regardless of the expectations.
Following on from that, yeah, be yourself, guys, and you'll be truly happy and content. Don't live your life how you expect other people to live life. That could be your parents, for example. That could be anyone. I'm not saying go against your parents, but you do what you want to do, and it'll make you totally happy. And also, communication is a major problem. Talk to people. If you're struggling or you want to speak to someone, make sure you talk to someone. That could be, doesn't going to be a family member. That could be somebody you trust, a best friend, a work colleague. But say I bottled things up for 24 years after my accident, and I wasn't healthy at all. So just talk to yourself. It doesn't make you less of a person or make you weak if you talk and open up and communicate. It actually makes you stronger. And when I say about communication, it's not just talking, it's listening as well. So listening, you don't learn listening skills in school. So if you know somebody's struggling with their mental health, or they're going through a breakup or lost their job, ask the question, is everything okay? Don't just walk past it, just ask the question, is everything okay? I understand why people don't do it, because it's, they don't want people to cry or it's an awkward conversation. But what I say to people, I'd rather have an awkward conversation than come to your bedside in 6 months' time, or even worse, your funeral. So have that conversation, just talk to someone and say, and keep it simple. Don't overthink it. People say, just say to someone, you okay? When they say yes, which is 99% of the time the answer you're going to get off somebody who's struggling, they'll say yes. Just follow it up with, when you're ready to talk, drop me a message, pick up the phone, we'll go for a walk, go for a drink, go for a meal, and leave it at that. Don't just drop it. Because what normally happens, when I was struggling, somebody'd say to me, you okay? And I'd say, yeah, I'm fine. They start arguing them. They say, no, you're not, tell me. I said, I'm fine. Tell me. And you end up in an argument with this person there, so their guard goes up higher and higher and higher. So when they are ready to talk to you, they won't come to you. But if you just keep it simple and say, are you okay? When they say, yeah, fine, just say, okay. When you're ready to talk, if you ever want to talk, drop me a message and leave it at that. When they are ready to talk, then they will come to you. That could be 6 days, 6 months, 6 years. When they are ready, come and talk to you. But say, there's all too often when somebody takes their own life or tries to take their own life, people say, oh, why didn't they come and talk to me? I think, well, did they try perhaps, and perhaps you interrogated them, or I'm not going to go at people, it's difficult and you're only trying to help and you care, but just keep it simple. I learned a really good thing off my son. He's 22 and he lived in a house with 6 rugby boys in university, and he said they say to each other when they know they're struggling with their exams or their girlfriend, just say to them, do you want to talk about it or do you want to forget about it? It's something simple. I never thought of that. So you obviously talk about it, they do, or they say most of the time, forget about it. And they'll either go to the gym, go for a beer, go for food, and then when that person later on in the day then, or they'll bring it up, they'll start talking about it then. Just so something as simple as that to someone, to say, do you want to talk about it or do you want to forget about it? I just keep an eye out. Don't. It's the biggest smile. Just be nice to people as well. The people in the petrol station, that girl behind you in the checkout in Tesco's. You don't know what's going on in their life.
Even that Karen that is next to your car.
Yeah, they could have had. It'd just be nice. They don't cost anything to be nice to someone. And for all you know, they could have had a separation, could have lost their job, could have lost somebody recently. And that could be the first time they come out of that house in like 3 weeks, for example. So just be nice to someone and smile and say hello, good morning. It costs nothing at all. But for that person, it could mean the world to that person.
100%.
Just be nice. It didn't cost, people with the biggest smiles, the fanciest cars, the biggest houses, are sometimes the ones who are struggling. Don't ever take things for face value, basically. Just take it.
So on that same note, can you give us an advice how to reach to be yourself, how to become that self person, that purposed person that we are all meant to become?
What I did at first, I wrote my values down, my morals and values, what I thought was good in life. It's a good exercise, actually, where imagine you're on your deathbed, and your granddaughter or grandson comes to you and says, "Granddad," for my case, grandma, granddad, how should I live my life? And you say, they answer back saying things like, "Be happy, be polite, be kind," and all that sort of thing. But that's not advice you give your grandkid. It's advice you give yourself. So just think to yourself, what are your values? What are your true values? And stick to them values. Basically. So I want to be kind. I want to be this. I want to be that. And if you're not living that, you're living a lie. So then you'll never
100%.
be easy. Just so sit down and take a bit of time and don't rush it. Take a bit of time and write down the things that are important to you in life, and then just go and just expand on it. And just be courageous. It's not easy to change. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy, because it's not.
It's not easy.
It took me years. It took me a long, long time to change. But now I changed. I wish I'd done it sooner. I wish I'd talked to people sooner. I wish I'd changed sooner, but I didn't. And I still got another 30, 40 years left in my life, hopefully. So at least I'm living a better life now.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to this radio show, Andrew. It was lovely to have you here, and it was lovely to listen to your tip to become the powerful self that we should be becoming. My lovely people, you're listening to ZYGER FIT. On the microphone, your powerhouse, Zoila Garman, and behind the cameras, Sam. Our guest today,
Andrew.
Yeah, it has been lovely to have you here. See you next weekend.